Hey, welcome back to Real World Deer Hunter. I'm Steve. As always, if you like the content, please give us a like and a subscribe. So let's talk about woodsmanship skills today. Okay? I hear it a lot. These young guys nowadays are not woodsmen. They don't know woodsmanship. Woodsmanship. The hell is woodsmanship? Well, I'll give you my definition of woodsmanship and you tell me whether you agree or not. Okay. Number 1, woodsmanship skill. Reading a topo map. Okay? Whatever you want to call it. Can you look at a map? Number 1, find the scale and determine how far, as the crow flies, are you going to walk to get from point A to point B? The B side of that is, can you recognize hills, valleys, benches on hillsides, lowlands, and other topographical features? Okay? If you could do that, you might be a woodsman. Number 2, can you use a compass? Okay. Not your cell phone with an app, a compass. Let's say I drop my cell phone in the water, then I step on it, then an alligator eats it. Okay. Still got my little button compass. So, can you look at that compass and determine which way is north? Can you look at that compass and recognize what direction you need to head to get back out to your vehicle? Now, I don't care if you get right back to your vehicle within a couple hundred yards of it. Just find a road where you parked. That'd be pretty good to me. And by the way, it's windy out here, so my camera's shaking a little bit. Okay, with that compass, can you recognize wind direction? When the weatherman says, and they're wrong all the time, but if the weatherman's right today, it says there's a west wind. With the compass, would you recognize a west wind? A west wind comes from the west, blows toward the east. Okay? Next woodsmanship skill. And I like this one. I like it a lot. Are you intimate with the biology of the trees and plants and stuff like that where you're hunting? That's right, trees and plants. What does that have to do with hunting? Well, it has to do with the animals that live there. What do they have to feed on? Can you recognize oaks from maples, sycamores, persimmon trees? Can you recognize different types of oaks? Do you know the importance of that in the deer's feeding? Okay? Red oaks tend to be not quite as sweet as white oaks, and some white oaks are sweeter than others. And not all white oaks look the same. Take the chestnut oak. Okay? Some people call it a swamp oak. Does not look like your typical white oak, but it's a member of the white oak family. Okay. How well do you know deer? Deer biology. That's right, deer biology. What does that have to do with it? Well, it has everything to do with it. You recognize when deer are stressed, when they're not stressed, where they're going to go when they are stressed, the different kinds of stresses, and what weather changes cause changes in their habits. Again, that's woodsmanship. By definition, that's woodsmanship. Okay, here's a tough one for some people. To me, woodsmanship is the ability to not do stupid things when you're in the woods. Okay? I could do stupid things when I'm in the woods. I'll admit it now and then. But I consider myself a half-decent woodsman. Okay. Stupid things. Like being able to light a fire if you needed to, but not having the stuff to light a fire. Okay. Being able to field dress a deer and not having a knife with you. Deciding you're going to drag your deer out and you don't have a rope. Okay, stupid stuff. Stuff happens, but a good woodsman makes sure it doesn't generally happen because those types of things are already in the backpack. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with. A good woodsman has a very good take, let's say, on the environment around them. What's happening? Can you read when a weather front's coming in? Do you feel it when it's going to rain and it starts feeling clammy? Do you detect it when the wind changes direction? All those things go into woodsmanship. Now, if you say you've got a good handle on it, I'll believe you. I swear I'll believe you. What I want to know is, what do you think about what I just said? Hey, I'm Steve Horvath for Real World Whitetail.